Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Osama Shab, starting this bulletin with breaking news. The latest as far as Shefali Jariwala's death investigation is concerned. Sources have confirmed that two police teams have been formed to look into this matter. Drug reactions is also one of the causes that is being probed. The primary autopsy report is expected tomorrow. The scanner is also on the anti-aging therapy. What could have gone wrong there? The police say they have taken 7 CCTV tapes. They have been seized. The police also mentioned that 14 people's statements have also been recorded. In fact, my colleague Sujata Dwivedi joins us to take us through the latest. Sujata, give us the details.
Well, yes, and two teams of the Amboli Police Station are currently investigating the entire case. Like we know, as soon as the incident happened, around 3 hours later, the Mumbai police, along with their forensic team, had reached the apartment where Shefali Jariwala and her husband they reside, and they did collect all the evidence that they thought were helpful to them. Now, here the preliminary investigation says that it was earlier investigated with the angle that there could be food poisoning, because of which Shefali, she trembled down. But now that the autopsy report shall be out tomorrow, it will give us a better, clear view of understanding what exactly, turned out to be, because the radar is also on the supplements that she was, consuming. The intake of these supplements was usually for beautification and also skin whitening and anti-aging. So were these supplements somewhere reactive in a way where it directly impacted her cardiac health is something that the investigation needs to be done on. Also, the Amboli Police Station is currently investigating and inquiring to all those pharmacists who provided her these medicines, because the place where we are standing, bang opposite to this, there's a pharmacy, and was it from this store or any other where she used to get her medicines from is something that the questioning is being done to the maid and the house help who used to help her for her daily chores. And not only that, but the Amboli Police Station is also have recorded statements of multiple people involving the doctors who she consulted with, because one thing here to be noted is that the prescription that she was taking, as per sources, were the ones that were given to her by a doctor 8 years ago. Now, was there a new doctor that she consulted with, taking them now at the age of 42, or was it the same consultation done with the doctor who she met 8 years ago, is something that needs to be decoded by the Amboli Police Station. So far, two police teams are currently onto it, and they are trying to connect all the dots to understand, what directly impacted her. Was it food poisoning? Was it the excessive intake of these tablets and these medicines, or was it because of some other angle that could be, because there was a religious ceremony held at her residence just a day before, and she was fasting the other days, what the maid told the police officials during investigation and during questioning. And though she did take an injection which is often used for skin treatment. So what could it be is something that the Amboli Police Station is investigating. At the same time, they are awaiting the post-mortem report and the autopsy report to understand and get a clear view on this. Over to you.
All right, Sujata Dwivedi, thank you very much for getting us all those details. So the latest that we can get you at this moment is that two police teams, they have been formed. Drug reactions as one of the reasons is also being probed. The primary autopsy report, as Sujata was mentioning, will be out tomorrow. The police have seized 7 CCTV tapes and 14 people's statements have been recorded by the police. Let me also go across to my colleagues Anuj Raite, who's joining us from the Amboli Police Station, and Abira Dhar, she also joins us at the moment. Anuj, to you first. The initial reports, it suggested that it could be a sudden cardiac arrest. Then, there were reports that it could be food poisoning that led to the cardiac arrest, etc. Is the police also looking at a foul play angle here?
As far as the foul play angle is concerned, as Sujata was saying earlier, there are two things being looked into as far as the medical perspective is concerned. Was there any sort of food poisoning or, anything to do with gastric issues which might have triggered the cardiac arrest to have taken place later on the day when we reportedly know that there was already a puja being held in the house. Now, the police were very prompt to rush to her house, and we know that 14 people's statements have been recorded up until now, but on an immediate basis, they recorded statements of as many as 8 to 10 people, including the family members and the people who used to work in that house. And after that, not just here in the Amboli Police Station, but even amongst the higher ups, it was confirmed unofficially, of course, that the police did not look at any foul play, and they considered it to be a complete medical case. And it was also the Home Minister, the Minister of State for Home Department, who confirmed that, it is the ADR, that is the accidental death report, that the police is working on at this very moment. And if any sort of foul play is to be registered with the police, they would require an external complaint being made, because as far as the preliminary investigation by the police is concerned, there is no, there is no doubt of foul play, at least as of now. However, as Sujata was reporting earlier, there are two teams being formed, and this is to make sure that every single angle is looked into, especially when it comes to prescription of medicines. Now, that has been the talking point, right? Whether it was the anti-aging substances or medication that she used to take, or anything to do with her epilepsy medication. Although the experts, the police, and everyone here in the medical field believes that there is no direct linkage that the anti-aging medication will have with a direct cardiac arrest or with an immediate cardiac arrest. However, we are yet to get a full picture of what was the complete sense of the medication that she had been taking for the longest time. The doctors also suggested us that it's not just the anti-aging cream which by itself is able to induce any sort of a immediate cardiac arrest, but if there are other medications which are taken without proper consultation or prescription, that might lead to such instances. But it has to be stated that all of these are just very generic observations by medical experts. Whether they're applicable in the case of Shefali or not is something that we'll only get to understand once the report is back from the FSI and is given to the Cooper Hospital's medical team, who will then come up with their preliminary autopsy or a post-mortem report, most likely tomorrow.
All right, we'll wait for that report, the post-mortem report as well as the autopsy report, to give us a clearer picture of what exactly transpired. How did she lose her life? In fact, I also have Abira Dhar joining us at the moment. Abira, as far as her family is concerned, it's a very difficult time for her family. Have they spoken to the media? Have they given out any statement yet? And what has been the reaction from the film and the TV fraternity so far?
The night it happened, it was very shocking, and everybody from the film industry to fans were extremely shocked, and everybody's comment on social media started with we are shocked, or it's a very shocking news. So yes, the industry is still in shock, still can't believe that she's no more. She was only 42. About her family, we were there reporting from the crematorium yesterday, and her husband did come out, Parag Tyagi. He came out and requested the paparazzi to give them, the family, some privacy, and he said just pray for my wife, that she's at peace, and it would be great if you can just leave us alone for some time and give us some privacy. So that's all that he has spoken when he came out from the crematorium. Today also he was seen at the crematorium, collecting the ashes, and he was inconsolable, and his family, her mom and her dad was seen yesterday in tears. Yes, absolutely devastating moment for them.
All right.